Hello? You ever wonder what the basic needs are for a child for their overall mental wellness? I often ponder around this question as a father of two special needs children. And for me, I know that we hear the words, there's no rule book to parenting. And you're right, for the most part, there is no rule book for parenting. But when you are raising children with mental health needs, and this applies to all children, I'm going to be honest, for the overall mental wellness of families, children, there are some basic needs that I think that most family should be mindful of. And I think I learned a little later in life, but it's never late. It's never too late to learn the best practices as we are all trying to do our best. So, it is easy for parents to identify their children's physical needs, their nutritional foods, whether they have warm clothes when it's cold, bedtime at a reasonable hour, how his child's mental and emotional needs may, all these things are obvious. Good mental health allows children to think clearly, develop socially, and learn new skills. Additionally, having good friends is an important part for children for their mental health. It encourages them, to learn different words and also learn different things from other children. But most important, helping children develop self-confidence, a high self-esteem, and emotional outlook on life, which is all key and important. So a child's physical and mental health are both important. So some basic for a child's good physical health would be nutritious food, adequate shelter and sleep, exercise, their immunizations being up to record, and a healthy living environment. I think most parents really have this pretty much down as part of a basic for a good physical health. But what's needed for a good mental health? And that's the question I always pondered. And I've done quite a few research. I'm no clinician, I'm just a parent with experience. But for me, I have taken it down to pretty much these 6 basic needs. It could be 5 or 6, depending. But the number one for me would be unconditional love from your inner circle, your home, your environment. That's important for a child to feel safe in that structured environment. Another one, number 2, would be self-confidence and a high self-esteem. No matter what, I try really hard, and I didn't always do this, but I always try hard to praise my child as soon as they walk out the door. Let them know how handsome or beautiful they are, how smart they are, something that they could great in that day, something they're looking forward to. Build their self-confidence, make them feel good about themselves. A third one, I know sometimes when we have a child with a mental health needs, we already feel sheltered with letting our children play with other children, but that's very necessary. It is really important to have the opportunity to have your children play with other children. Very important. Number 4, encouraging teachers and supportive caretakers. Making sure you're part of that role, making sure that you're part of that decision making, that you are a vital player of that team. And as parents, sometimes we want to give the expertise to the teachers and the doctors, but we forget one important thing. One thing that PAL does very well in helping, encouraging, and empowering parents is that no one knows your children better than you. So remember that. You bring the expertise to the table, so you are more than empowered to encourage teachers and anybody who's helping run your child. Number 5, making sure that the surroundings of your children are safe and secure surroundings. That's going to be important for many aspects because you never know where the mental health need may be and how you can react. So having like a good plan and making sure that plan entails having the environment be safe all around. And number 6, appropriate guidance and discipline. Making sure that you are letting your child know the expectations and what the disciplinary reaction may be in your household in regards to that, whether it's a timeout, whether it's a loss of a privilege, or whatever else it may be, but just making sure that that's appropriate guidance and discipline. And ultimately, I'm going to pretty much wrap up with saying, Love, security, and acceptance should be at the heart of every family. Children need to know that you love does not depend on their accomplishments. Very important. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful day.